Hello dear viewers and welcome to T-World. Kindly hit the subscribe button and we will be on our way. In today's news, bits of gossip are twirling that the ex-president could make a declaration soon. As January 6 disclosures proceed, hypothesis is twirling in the U.S. media that Donald Trump is thinking about declaring a 2024 official run as soon as this late spring, and despite perpetually harming disclosures from a legislative examination of his job in the January 6 assault on the Capitol, independent of Trump's possibilities winning a subsequent term. One more official mission viable. As detailed by the New York Times, CBS, and different U.S. outlets, could give the previous president a long-term safeguard to redirect the consideration of investigators. The reports have come after council hearings into the 6th of January 2021 Capitol revolt that could see the legislative board itself suggest Trump face criminal accusations for his job trying to defeat the confirmation of Joe Biden's discretionary success. Or on the other hand, the equity division could charge Trump by means of its own examination of the plan. In declaration to the board last week, Cassidy Hutchinson, a previous helper to Trump's head of staff Mark Meadows, fortified a potential lawbreaker situation when she claimed that Trump realized his allies were furnished when he urged them to walk on the Capitol. Yet, if Trump somehow managed to run briefly stretch in the White House, most specialists accept it would, in any event, entangle any choice to charge him criminally. It would likewise probably reinforce his help in the Republican coalition, which has started to ebb somewhat directly following the January 6 disclosures. It would likewise maybe stem the ascent of Florida's lead representative, Ron DeSantis, who has arisen lately as a certified expected opponent to Trump with the commitment of chasing after the equivalent conservative plan, yet with additional customary political abilities and style. A previous House Republican helper told MSNBC on Saturday that Trump would likely declare his goals soon. Indeed, we as a whole know from previous experience that Donald Trump couldn't care less about any other person, yet Donald Trump, said Kurt Bardella, so it doesn't shock me that when confronted with the analysis that has been mounting at present, following the January 6 hearings, he's pondering pulling the trigger. At ongoing assemblies, Trump has been moderately unequivocal about his plans. This is the year we will reclaim the House. We will reclaim the Senate, and we will reclaim America, he said at a new meeting in Illinois. Furthermore, in 2024, above all, we will reclaim our brilliant White House. The upsides of pronouncing now are that potential opponents could be prevented from going against him, said Carl Tobias, Williams' seat in regulation at the University of Richmond. In the interim, the strain will work for the January 6 board to move rapidly to find as much accursing data as possible and elude it over to the principal legal officer. Carly Cooperman at Scone Cooperman Research said Trump could be endeavoring to change the story on the grounds that the January 6 hearings have painted him in a terrible light. Cooperman additionally forewarned that the hypothesis could be only that reports, and that a few Republican authorities could attempt to fight it off. I'm doubtful Trump will really make a declaration before the midterms. Conservatives would prefer to have the discussion be about the economy, expansion, and a mandate on Biden. An early declaration from Trump would change the midterm decisions to turn into a mandate on Trump and his cases of political race misrepresentation in 2020. Cooperman said, on Sunday, Trump's Republican coalition adversary Congresswoman Liz Cheney told ABC's Jonathan Karl that the party couldn't make do assuming Trump were the candidate in 2024. We who trust in Republican standards and goals have an obligation to attempt to lead the party back to what it tends to be, Cheney said. Trump has purportedly let counsels know that proclaiming a run for the White House currently would permit him to reinforce his contention that other criminal examinations against him in New York and Georgia are politically spurred, as indicated by a CBS report on Sunday. Trump's consultations are liquid and no choice has been made on an offered or the hour of a declaration. Similarly, as with different media reports, sources said to be near Trump mentioned namelessness. Ordinarily, an official competitor holds on until after the midterms in November. Yet the official cycle has been extending longer and presently starts as soon as 2 years before the overall political decision. A statement currently could overturn the two players' midterm procedures. Trump told Newsmax last week that he thought a great deal of the council hearings were tied in with attempting to keep him from running in 2024. I'm driving in every one of the surveys against Republicans and Democrats. I'm driving in the Republican surveys in numbers that nobody has at any point even seen. What's more, against Biden and any other person they run, I am driving against them, with perfect timing. I will get out whatever I need to do, Trump added. Yet, in remarks to The New Yorker last month, Trump said he was extremely near pursuing a choice about whether to run. We have a little blessing to inquire. Millions are going to The Guardian for open, free quality news consistently. And perusers in 180 nations all over the planet presently support us monetarily. We accept everybody merits admittance to data that is grounded in science and truth. An examination established in power and uprightness. That is the reason we pursued an alternate decision, to keep our detailing open for all perusers, paying little heed to where they live or what they can bear to pay. This implies more individuals can be better educated, joined together, and propelled to make a significant move in these risky times. A reality looking for worldwide news association like The Guardian is fundamental. We have no investors or extremely rich person proprietor, meaning our news coverage is liberated from business and political impact. This makes us unique, at the point when it's never been more significant. Our freedom permits us to bravely examine, challenge, and uncover people with great influence.
If you made it to the end of the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. It helps the channel.